Hey guys, this is Josh F151 Tech back with another video. And in this video, I just wanted to make a quick comparison video between the 5G on my phone and the 5G on the Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet. So if you guys do know, or if you guys don't know, if you're not familiar with the channel, I do a lot of videos on cellular 5G home internet because that's what we have for our internet provider. We actually have Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet, and I have more videos on it on my channel. So if you want to check those out, definitely check them out on my channel. But in this video, I wanted to do a comparison between the two. I have Google Fi on my Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, which is basically still T-Mobile, so it's definitely a fair comparison. The only difference obviously is that the phone doesn't have as good of a modem inside like the antenna does, obviously, and that's obvious. But I wanted to show you guys what speeds I would get with a regular gateway, basically, because the phone that I have is a Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, and it has one of the best modems in there. So I figured instead of setting up another gateway, I figured I would show you guys the speeds that we get with the 5G signal that I get on my phone compared to the speeds we get with the cellular 5G home internet, the Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet with the antenna connected, the waveform antenna connected to it. So for that, you guys will have to go on my channel and watch the videos. I will say that the speeds are a lot better because obviously the antenna helps a lot with that, but this is going to prove that 5G is still not there yet in terms of being the best, over 4G, in my opinion, and especially in my area. Every area is different, but there's literally a tower right down the road from me, and as you can see, I do have full 5G signal right now. So I'm going to do a speed test here, or a couple of them. I'll probably do the same like I do with the Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet speed tests. I'll do some on the Ashburn, VA server, and then some on the West Norton, PA server as well. And like I said, this is kind of telling me that 5G is still not here yet, especially for phones. So let me actually run some tests here and show you guys what I mean. So as you can see there, I mean that wasn't too bad, but 91.7 on the download. I mean that's usable, but that's not anywhere near what 5G speed should really be, especially in my opinion. And 22.4 on the upload. That's not too bad for the upload. 41 ping, that's not too bad. That's about what we get with the Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet on the ping sometimes. So not too bad, but could definitely be better. So let me run a few more here on this server, and then I'll switch over to the West Norton, PA server. And like I said, obviously I'm going to get better speeds with the waveform 4x4 antenna because that's a big antenna, and it's got different, things in there that make it better, different, things inside of it to make it, reach the signal better, pulling the signal better than a modem in a phone. So you have to keep that in mind, but I just wanted to do kind of a comparison video because, Google Fi is still T-Mobile. So, but I will say this though, I am impressed with the 5G signal that I'm getting now, and that's definitely a step. That's definitely a step in the right direction because before in my sister's old room up here, that's where I'm sitting right now. That's where I do my speed test videos and everything. In my sister's old room, I have a setup in here with a microphone and everything, and a table and everything. So this is where I do it at. And then I also have noticed though that I have better 5G signal now on my phone. Now actually, now that I'm talking about that, it's going down, but it just went up again. So that's definitely a good sign, because I actually keep 5G off on my phone most of the time because it's a battery drainer. Because where I work at a school, and the building doesn't get good 5G signal in there. It hardly gets it at all. So I just keep it off most of the time. And even when I'm home, like it seems to be improving a little bit. So that's definitely a good thing. So on this one, still usable, but not anywhere near the speeds that we're getting with the Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet. 121 for the download, still usable. The upload, not too bad, 22.2, and the ping, 38. Let me actually run one more on this server, and then I'll switch over to the West Norton, PA server and run some on that. So yeah. So this is what I was talking about with the inconsistency. And that's mostly why I keep it off and I just use 4G. So even with, one bar down, I mean, that just dropped dramatically. Yeah, it looks like it's stuck there. Well, it was probably trying to get the speeds to go back up again, but yeah, that's absolutely terrible. 10.5 on the download and 0.30 on the upload, and that's exactly why. Like, if I could do what I can do with the third-party gateway that I have, the Chester Cheetah SDX75 gateway / modem that I have, if I could put my phone on NSA non-standalone, I would definitely do that, because I'm sure that I would get better speeds like I do with the Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet. So that's absolutely terrible. Let me run a few more here. Let me actually switch servers, and I'll switch over to the West Norton, PA server. So now it's going back up again because I have a strong 5G signal now. And it's weird because I can get a strong 5G signal with my phone, but it doesn't really give me the better speeds. That's the problem. It doesn't really give me, like speeds like I'm getting with the Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet with the antenna, and that gives me a weak 5G signal. So it really doesn't make any sense. That tells me that it's still, like, up in the air. It's still not really the best. It's not ready to replace 4G by any means. So on this one, not bad. I mean, still usable. 101 on the download, 22.7 for the upload, and 29 ping. So not too bad, but still not anywhere near like we get with the Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet. I mean, it not getting over 200, that's just that's just like a slap in the face. That's actually terrible. Especially considering that I have full 5G bars. That's just not good. So on that one, still usable, 103 for the download, 21.2 for the upload. I'm actually surprised the upload has seemed to actually improve some, so that's definitely a good sign. But the download is still, that's usable, like I said, but it's still not very fast, honestly. And 20 on the ping, so that's not bad. The ping is definitely not bad. I give it that. The ping and the upload is definitely not that bad, but the download is not even getting over 200, so that's not really that good. Let me actually switch over to the main server here, the Ashburn, VA, and run some on that. And like I said in my other videos, I do apologize if I sound like raspy, because I'm getting over a cold, or it's sinuses or whatever, so I do apologize for that. Yeah, the upload seems to be taking a little bit of a hit now. So still usable, like I said, it's not like overly slow other than that one that we had, but it's still inconsistent in my opinion. So on the download, 109 still usable, 16.8 on the upload, and then 38 ping. So the ping did go up a little bit. Let me run like 2 more here. So the ping took a hit here. It went up to 42. And the download seems to be going down. So yeah, this is telling me that it's definitely still a work in progress. And if I didn't have that waveform 4x4 antenna with the Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet, and if I didn't have the third-party gateway that allows me to combine NSA like the 4G and the 5G, then it would probably be giving me these kind of speeds, if not worse. So maybe a little better, but probably not much better. So I really wish that they would allow that on phones, honestly. I mean, they allow it with third-party gateways and stuff like that. So why can't they put that kind of stuff into a phone? I mean, really, but I doubt that they will. But so on this one, definitely not like too bad, but also not the best. 80.6 on the download, 20.2 on the upload, so that's not too bad. And then 42 ping. Let me actually run one more here. And like I said, I know that this is not really the best comparison because the third-party gateway can do much more than my phone can with like band aggravation and, like switching network modes and stuff like that. And, it's obviously hooked up to the waveform 4x4 antenna, like I said. So, my phone, it can only do so much. So, that's not really a surprise that it's still, this inconsistent. But I just wanted to make a video, just to show you guys that, the 5G in my area is not really that great. And this is why I basically keep it off and I just roll with the 4G LTE because that's better and it doesn't eat my battery up like it does with the 5G on. So after this video, I'm actually going to switch it back to the 4G, but I just wanted to see what we would get, just to do a somewhat of a comparison video to show you guys. So on this one, not really that great, honestly, at least for the download. So on this one, 48.4 for the download, 19.1 for the upload, so that's not too bad, and then 41 ping. So that's basically the video, guys. Like I said, they're both T-Mobile, so I figured, I would do a comparison video and let you guys know, how the 5G has been in my area. It doesn't really seem to be much improved. So the signal strength seems to be improved. Like I said, I'm getting, strong 5G signal right now. I have all, bars are 5G, but the problem is the inconsistency. It's still inconsistent. So bars don't always matter. That's the thing. That's what you have to keep in mind. It's area. It's very area specific, and bars don't always matter. It doesn't always matter, if it's a strong signal or a medium signal or a weak signal, and that's been shown with the Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet as well. So and plus, like I said, you can do a lot more with the third-party gateway that I have, like with the band aggravation and the network mode switching and stuff like that. So I have more control over what I can do, unlike I can't do with my phone. So and this has got a smaller modem in it, but that is a good sign that it is actually giving me a strong 5G signal on my phone. So that's definitely a good sign. So I'm definitely hoping soon I'll get better all around coverage, all around speed with the 5G, and I might even be able to take the gateway, the third-party gateway, off of NSA with the 4G and the 5G combined, and I might be able to get even faster speeds down the road. So that's what I'm hoping for. But anyway, guys, like I said, just wanted to get this video out there. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.